known for its politics and rich history, also offers great restaurants, amazing art, and music. So if you're looking for a new place to go, stick around. You might just find one here. Over the next 30 minutes, come check out the 5 best restaurant lounges in DC. Hi, welcome to the 5 best restaurant lounges in DC. I'm your host, Donna Jones. And on this episode, we're going to showcase several restaurant lounges that sometimes go unnoticed, like where I am now at Church Key, Birch, and Barley. They have 2 in 1. You get a restaurant downstairs and a trendy bar and lounge upstairs. Church Key, Birch, and Barley offers specialty paninis and pizzas that you're sure to enjoy. With 555 beers, 500 bottles, 50 on tap from 30 different countries. You're sure to find one that's right for you. When we come back, an old DC landmark in a new millennium. We start off our countdown next to the world-famous Ben's Chili Bowl, which is called none other than Ben's Next Door. Ben's Next Door is not only in the heart of U Street corridor, but arguably some would say it is the heart of U Street. We sat down with the owner to find out more about Ben's Next Door. Hi, we're here at Ben's Next Door, and I'm sitting with Ben Jr. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Donna. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So we just sort of want to find out a little bit more about Ben's Next Door. How did it come about, and sort of where did the idea start?
Well, Ben's Chili Bowl, of course, is our family legacy. Mom and Dad, Ben and Virginia Ali, who have run Ben's Chili Bowl since August 22nd, 1958. And here on U Street, same location. And the building right next door is where we're sitting, Ben's Next Door. And of course, these 2 contiguous properties were right next to each other, and became available for sale. And I said, gosh, we have to buy it from the standpoint of Ben's, having the ability to expand and whatnot. And so that's why I went ahead with the real estate deal.
So the next door, I'm sort of curious about that. Why the next door?
Because it's right next door.
Makes sense.
We keep it simple around here.
Wow, well, it's an amazing restaurant. And actually, so tell me about the food. Like, I know, what is the concept of the food versus Ben's Chili Bowl?
Yeah, well, it's a full service, restaurant, bar, and the food side of it, we have all kind of specialties like seafood specialties. We hired a guy from the Market Inn, the old Market Inn on U Street, in Southwest. And so they went out of business, lost their location, and he was happy enough to come on to us and give us his crab cake recipe, which is a famous old crab cake recipe for jumbo lump crab cakes, as well as his she crab soup. And we ship those 2 items nationwide along with our chili products now.
So what else does Next Door have to offer people that want to come and sort of have dinner and just sort of, take everything in?
Well, when you hit the front of the store, because this has a history of being a nightclub and bar. It was originally Jelly Roll Morton's Jazz Club, as well as the place that the Casbah, when I was a kid, it was Latin jazz, and Harry Belafonte was said to have his first performance here. So we have a long history, and we are following that with some traditions of some little bit of live entertainment we're adding now. On Tuesdays, we feature independent musicians. On Wednesdays, we have specialty Belgian beers, and on Thursday we have a guy who does these paintings over here, a guy named Picasso, who does some fabulous paintings while people are sitting here enjoying themselves. He's painting a scene, and someone usually buys that night. So
I actually do know Picasso. He's a great friend of mine, and his work is definitely amazing. So do you have like other artists painting as well as Picasso's, or is it just particularly his that you have?
We do. We have Preston Sampson, who's done some of those Obama works, and we have a portrait artist coming for Black History Month. I think he's going to start Martin Luther King's birthday and go throughout Black History Month. He's done lots of famous portraits of Black Washington over the years, and this exhibit's going to feature women.
People from everywhere come to enjoy Ben's Next Door. I asked Ben Jr. what keeps them coming back.
We have the 9 flat screen TVs having the games on and all kind of stuff. We have fabulous music. We have DJ on Thursdays along with Picasso. But you know, lots of people have different programming. But what we really think we have the best of is the best staff.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. With a place of this caliber, what can you expect beverage-wise? Well, let's find out.
Well, in addition to the 11 draft beer lines we have, including the Heineken Super Cold line, which is one of only like 5 in the whole country, and all the staff is such warm people and it's such a fun and friendly atmosphere that what everyone tells us is they feel like they're home here.
That's definitely true, and that's really important. But I want to thank you so much for taking the time to sitting with us and talking with us. Thank you so much. So that does it for our first stop on our 5 best restaurant lounges countdown. So if you're on U Street and you have a taste for a chili dog and a beer with an upscale atmosphere, check out Ben's next door. They'll be expecting you. Here we are at our number 4, Indulge, located on a U Street corridor. We caught up with the owner, Danzel, who told us a little bit more about this thriving restaurant lounge, Indulge. Okay, so Denzel, tell us about Indulge. You've been here a year. What makes Indulge so popular?
I guess it's just a new thing on U Street, you know, when you kind of new, you know, everybody wants to find out what's going on. A couple of things separate us from the rest of the venues on U Street. We are a restaurant and lounge. And we also almost every day have some type of live entertainment as well as DJ. So it's kind of like a one and all deal. You know, you can come have dinner, listen to live music at a restaurant, and then if you want to go upstairs and be wild and crazy, you know, you can go upstairs and get your party or book it.
Okay, that's cool. So tell us about the food. What type of food do you serve? What's your sort of like theme for Indulge?
We are a Southern style cuisine.
Okay, I like Southern food.
Right, with a twist of Italian.
Oh, really?
We have Italian chefs, so
okay.
A couple of entrees are Italian food, pasta based and stuff like that. But we're famous for our first set of Tapa style menus. It's come from the South. That's where my family is from.
Oh, really? Okay, because I know, like you said, there are definitely a lot of competing restaurants on U Street, and U Street is definitely one of the hottest areas for clubs and nightclubs. So do you have sort of like a variety of different, I guess, nights as far as like how do you?
Yes. Every day we try to make it something different versus just going to like a bar type of setting or just a club. Tuesdays is like our poetry night, so it's mellow. We have like an acoustic band, and then we got somebody upstairs reading live poetry. Then we got on Wednesday we do the comedy thing. It's open mic comedy. We also have live music going on downstairs. Thursday is like our old school funk night. You know,
oh wow!
With the older crowd involved back out.
I like a little fun. So with Indulge being one of the hot spots on U Street, who stopped by? Or have you had any famous people stop by? Or?
Well, yeah, you gotta know we opened up at the time that it was inauguration here, so famous people out of this world, from Kid and Play to the comedians that we have on a daily basis.
Oh wow!
We've had Anne Marie here, doing Howard Homecoming. Some of my friends, Wale and the crew, J. Cole. A lot of the younger crowd things going on.
So that's the sort of crowd that you're geared towards, the more of a younger crowd, or do you sort of cater to different age groups?
It doesn't matter. It's a different age group. That's why it's called Indulge. Some night is every different. You know, you don't have. You can be 60.
Oh wow! Okay.
You can be, 21.
So a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. You know,
So tell me a little bit about the history of Indulge.
Oh, man, the history of Indulge. Well, you know, my family's been in the restaurant business for about 18 years now.
Okay.
So this actual building used to be Duke City before we took over ownership.
Okay.
It's been crazy because a lot of people that come here,
right.
People come back and say, like, actually the lady said she used to live right here one time. Like,
in this building?
In this building. She actually walked around, like, my bedroom used to be right here. And I was like, wow.
So what is the theme? Like, what do you go for when you created Indulge? Like, you know, what is it? What is the feel?
Well, we definitely want everybody to feel that it's a black-owned restaurant.
Okay.
That's the first thing my uncles and my cousin wanted to go for.
Okay.
Actually, and then we wanted to make sure it was something classy for our people. And at the same time, you can't tell what's going on when you're in here. As long as you're having a great time and indulging yourself, we want to make sure everybody's comfortable.
With such a wide range of clientele throughout the week and a variety of hot music, every night here is an A-list night. Let's see which night is right for you. Okay, so with all the nights and all the different things that you offer at Indulge, I mean, it's amazing. What is the best night to come indulge? If I'm coming and I want to have a good time, what's the best night?
I want to plead the fifth on that question. It's my American right. It's hard. It's hard to say. Friday night is our younger night. We got live music. It's kind of the feel for if you want to do the club thing. Saturday night is mostly like our I say a mature clientele night.
Okay.
Everything's mature, but just the older crowd. That's what I call it. The grown and sexy crowd.
Okay.
We go with the young and fly for Friday night. With the grown and sexy crowd, I mean, people have a lot of birthday parties right off the stage, and
so I can start Friday night and sort of work my way to Sunday
when you wake
to
up,
brunch.
When you work your way up and wake up on Sunday,
I can come have brunch.
And you complete it, indulge all weekend.
With a sexy Moroccan feel, our number 3 spot definitely is the place to sit back, have a cocktail, relax with a hookah, and let the atmosphere take you away. Welcome to Susie's. Located at 18th and Colorama, Susie boasts a unique flavor of music and food along with its signature drinks. On any night, you can listen to the vibes of reggae, underground hip-hop to classic soul. With such a variety of music, it's definitely a break from the norm. This offbeat lounge really steps it up. Hi, we're here at Susie and we're talking to Chris. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, just real quickly, tell us a little bit about Susie and what makes it such a special place.
Well, Susie's a neighborhood bar. It's been here for quite some time. It's very inclusive of everyone. Everyone is welcome. Neighborhood. You have people from every walk of life, different cultures. It's just very inclusive. It's just a fun environment.
Okay, so I sort of walked around a little bit and did see it's sort of like a lounge and a bar.
Yeah, we have food, drinks. We do it. It is Moroccan, so we do have a little bit of that flavor with regards to the food, but it's also a lounge, a hookah bar, so you can chill at the bar, have drinks, so you can have dinner, or you can go upstairs and just have hookah and just chill with your friends and have a good time.
So how long has the Susie been around?
Susie has been here for quite some time now, many years now, so it's pretty much a staple in the DC environment, and so it's...
Okay, Chris, so what's the staple drink and the staple dish for Susie?
In regards to the food, the Gulf Shrimp and Angel Hair pasta with the garlic cream sauce, that's my personal favorite. In regards to the drink, me being Caribbean, I'd have to say the Jamaican rum punch. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
Here now is our number 2 spot on the countdown, which brings us here to Tabak, where I spoke to Allison. Hi, I'm sitting here with Allison at Tabak, which is our number 2 spot. Allison, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Tabak. What, I guess you have different events, different nights. What do you guys do during the week?
Well, during the week we do a happy hour, which is one of the best in the city. It's
Okay.
buy one, get one free. And then obviously we do a lot of different corporate events here as well because we've got a lot of floors. So we take up space that way. Specialty-wise, we do a lot of, house music downstairs in our lounge. It's very jukebox-ish, so you go down there, it's kind of like a sweatbox. It's fun. It's really homey too, so.
And I love that because actually this building sort of goes up because it's 3 floors, which is really different than a lot of the other lounges here. So what sort of sets you apart from a lot of the other lounges? Because we're actually on U Street, which, there's so many different restaurants and so many different lounges. I mean, for you guys to be our number 2, what do you feel sets you apart from others?
Well, definitely the biggest part is obviously the spectacular view.
Which is amazing.
Our rooftop sets us apart because it's open all the time, all year round. It's glass encased, and we have a lot of events that we can do up here, cater to different venues and different types of events, as well as having really good home-cooked food. It's not just a lounge where you come and you drink. Of course, our drinks are great, but our food's really spectacular too. So I think that's really important, considering a lot of the lounges, they could have nice venue, but not such great food.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the building, because I heard it was actually an empty building which had burned down, and you guys came in and sort of redid the whole thing into this amazing lounge that you have now.
Yeah, it was a soup kitchen, a staple in the community on U Street. Unfortunately, it did burn down.
Right.
And we took this old abandoned building, and we wanted to build up a community on U Street. We said, what a better place to do it. So we built the 4 floors, included the rooftop, which is something that sets us apart, and created this very modern, chic, yet classy and homey place where people can come be comfortable in themselves and have a great time doing it.
Okay, so tell me about the go-to dish, the staple dish for someone who has never been here before.
There's so many.
And sort of wants to come in and try and experience tabak. What would be your staple dish?
Well, for our waifs, we get our waifs too. We have a lot of tapas. So my favorite tapas, the little dishes, is the puff shrimp. It's enough, you don't want to feel too big.
Okay.
You eat just a little, but it's got some rice in it, so you fill up. That's really good. It comes with seafood. But entree-wise, for the good girls that like to eat hearty, they're on U Street, I'll tell you, is the lamb shank. Oh, so good. Yeah.
Oh wow! And I've actually had that, and it is amazing. Okay, so tell me about because you have a full bar. Tell me about the bar and sort of like what is your, I guess, the best or the most go-to drink that you would have?
The Fiore. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sexy drink. It's real sexy, and it's real light too. It's Saint Germain elderflower.
Okay.
And then we put a little bit of vodka, a little bit of champagne. Keep it really neat. Yeah.
I have to try that.
Yeah. We'll do it afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, so you said like you're open. What are your hours as far as when you're open, and just sort of give me a little bit of background as far as the different nights, and when is the best night to come?
Well, a lot of people will say Friday and Saturday is the best nights to hang out here. Personally, I think Thursday.
Okay.
Because we've got a venue downstairs in our lounge, which is open to the public, which is always fun to come and hang out at. But it's also not super crowded. You can have that privacy that you want in a posh environment. So Thursday, I think, yeah.
And guys, you definitely have to check out the rooftop, because in the summertime it actually opens up, which is, beautiful. And the view, as you can see from back here, it's definitely gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Allison. And we're here at Tabak, our #2 spot of the top 5 top restaurants in DC. Thanks for joining us. I definitely want to try it. It actually does sound good.
Yeah, no problem.
So it's like
Champagne, vodka, Saint Germain. It's like this really tasty liquid. It's really good. Actually, it's good.
Okay, there can only be one top spot, and our #1 goes to Utopia. I caught up with the manager, Michael, to tell us a little bit more about this Utopia on U Street. So tell me a little bit about Utopia. What makes it so different from a lot of the other restaurants on U Street? Because U Street is so popular, and there are a lot of different venues on U Street.
I think what makes U Street so popular is the fact that we've been here for 17 years.
Okay.
And we were one of the first real kind of lounge kind of bars that really came into U Street.
Okay.
There were clubs, there were just restaurants, but we kind of mixed it up a little bit.
Okay.
And having the live jazz every night
Okay.
was something I think a little bit for everybody, because you can come on the weekends and see the jazz, you can come on a Monday and see the jazz.
So you have jazz all straight through the week?
Jazz every single night, correct.
Okay, wow. So tell me about the theme, because one thing I'm looking around and there's a lot of artwork here. It's definitely a little eclectic. Just tell me, what's the theme behind the Utopia?
Sure. Well, we show local artwork. We try to change the artwork every 3 months.
Okay.
There's really not much that we don't take, as long as it's colorful and hip.
Oh, that's nice.
It's usually what
So a lot of
we
local
want.
artists get to show their work here.
Correct.
Okay.
Rarely do they, get to really sell a piece, and I don't think that's really their mission is to sell the piece.
Okay.
It's usually to get their name out there and have a place to show them.
Okay. So tell me about the dishes and just, I mean, because actually I had one of your dishes tonight, which was the mussels. Oh,
Yes, yes.
Amazing. That was just like amazing. So I really love that. So tell me about your dishes that you have.
We have the food's labeled by the owner as international.
Okay.
I would call it more Cajun, maybe Louisiana style.
Okay.
Just because of the spicy entrees that we have.
I love spicy
and
food.
the thick cream sauce that goes on most of the pastas.
Okay, because like I said, I tried your food and it's amazing. So you definitely have a variety of different dishes.
Oh, we do.
So what's your staple dish that you definitely would recommend to someone that's coming here for the first time? What would you recommend them to try?
I'm gonna say the most popular dish maybe would be the pecan encrusted chicken.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very good. I've never seen. I've not ever seen not a dirty plate. I mean,
So they clean their plate.
clean plate is usually what happens when somebody orders it.
They clean their plate. Okay, and you said like jazz throughout the week. So what type of crowd would you say that you pretty much attract?
We used to attract the older crowd. It used to be, I would say, minimum age about 40 to 45 that you would see at the bar.
Okay.
But I think with the recession, the people that usually came in to see the jazz, that age usually kind of stays home every day.
Oh, yeah.
So we get a younger crowd, and we're trying to get younger bands in here as well to attract the younger crowd.
Okay.
But we still on Sundays and Mondays have the traditional jazz that I think most people that are really into jazz prefer.
So you've, like you said, you've been here for a while, and
17 years.
17 years,
17 years.
which is a very long time. And with all the clubs that come and go, I'm sure you've seen a lot come and go. What do you think sets Utopia apart?
What sets Utopia apart?
Because you guys have definitely been here a while, and you sort of, you've been here through all the closing and opening.
I think it could be a little bit of the chance that we took coming into a neighborhood that wasn't used to being different.
Okay.
I think everything on U Street was kind of the same. It's been the same for over the past 50 years.
Okay.
I think us coming in and being a little different and being open late and
So how late are you open?
we're open until 2 o'clock in the morning. and
Oh,
3
wow.
o'clock in the weekends.
Oh, wow. So after they go party and hang out, they can come here.
Correct, and here jazz, we play jazz until last call as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think consistent food. The ambiance is always always kind of the same every night. It's never a nightclub type bar. It's never just quiet background noise. It's something maybe a little bit in between.
Okay.
A lot of dates. A lot of people come on their dates.
I can see why, because the mood is very romantic, soft lights, and the music is perfect. It's not too loud, it's not over the top, but it's sort of like perfect dinner music. So if someone's coming here for the first time and they've never been to Utopia, what would be the staple dish that exemplifies Utopia?
Well, that's an easy answer. By far is our seafood bisque.
Okay.
We've been making it from scratch every day for 17 years, and
Wow.
I have probably a handful of customers that come in almost every day for the bisque. It's a mix of a brandy cream sauce with shrimp, scallops, and mussels. So it's really, really good.
Okay, so if I wanted to come and check Utopia out, when would be the best time for me to come?
Well, I want to say the weekends. It's just usually when we get the larger crowds. But we are open every day. We are closed Monday for lunch.
Okay.
We are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday through Friday.
Okay,
And on Sunday we do a great brunch.
great.
Music every night. The music starts 9:30 sharp on the weekdays and 11 to 11:15 on the weekends.
Well, thank you so much, Mike.
Sure.
Definitely, like I said, I've had your food. It's amazing. So I can definitely see why this is our #1 spot. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.